crash now causing panic here in the United States. The Department of Homeland Security stepping up security for flights heading to the United States. Fox News Chief Intelligence Correspondent Herridge is here. Catherine.
Thanks, Greta. Fox News has independently confirmed this evening, one through a government source, that all of the evidence so far is consistent with a device, a high-tech, high-end device being planted on the aircraft. A second source also insisted to us that the crash signature was consistent with a bomb, the flash, and then also this narrow or discrete debris field. The new intelligence that is now available to the U.S. government has prompted them to change security procedures overseas, specifically on airports coming into the United States. This is not a maybe. This is driven by new information, which increasingly points.
What are they actually doing? Because we saw here domestically the TSA flunked all the tests last June, and they said they're going to change everything, and then they tested in September domestically, and nothing was changed. So what are they really doing?
What changes at foreign airports is the way they are screening luggage security and those who have access to the aircraft.
Well,
I don't want to get. Wait a second. I don't want to get into too technical a detail because I'll lose people. But foreign airliners are not allowed into the United States unless they meet certain criteria. So the U.S. government has the ability, with increasing the screening or the regulations, to block flights into the U.S. This is not true in places like Sharm el-Sheikh because they do not fly directly into U.S. destinations.
Well, then what are we doing domestically? Because I remember covering horror stories about how easy access it is for people to have access to planes on our own tarmacs, on our own domestic flights, whether it's caterers or other people with security cards.
These regulations, based on the statement today, really affect foreign airports, not U.S. airports. But based on our reporting and the statement itself, there will be changes that are unseen by the public. And I think it would be naive to think that nothing will change as we're 3 weeks away from the busiest travel period over Thanksgiving.
I guess, I think it's naive to think that it will change when they knew 95% failure last June of the tests that the TSA ran. They smuggled weapons and guns through security. 95% of the times they got it through.
It's an important point, but
and then they checked it in September, and still they hadn't done anything. So lots of promises. I actually like to see them tell us what they're doing, and not to say, well, we can't tell you for security reasons.
I think that's a valid point, especially given the information we've confirmed tonight. We're 6 days out, 5 days out from this crash, and all of the indicators point to a bomb planted on board, and not just a bunch of explosives in a suitcase, but something that was high-end and high-tech.
And it's not new. Lockersby, 1989. Anyway, Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.